Hey, and welcome to my spiritual journal with me, Iona. So welcome to the Soul Legacy TV YouTube podcast. We're on day 24 and it is Emotional Freedom Wednesday for our spiritual journaling. So if you are new to me, then I'm going to talk about my spiritual journal. It's called the Soul Legacy Journal and it's a notebook. If you're not new to me, then grab your Soul Legacy Journal. If you have one, you can grab this on Amazon. You can grab the spiral bound version on Lulu. So I'm going to be sharing my spiritual journal routines, my practices, my daily routines, and as the host of the Soul Legacy TV YouTube podcast, if you are watching this on the Soul Legacy TV, then please do feel free to subscribe, share this out, like, comment, like the video, click the notification button, and you'll get notified when I go live. So I am going to be going live in my spiritual journal every single day, and talking about a different topic every single day. So today is Emotional Freedom Wednesday. So I'll talk about emotional freedom today, and then next week we'll come back and revisit it. So do share your journey, leave any comments, and anything that I talk about, any links, I'll leave them down in the comment section below. So I'm going to dive into my spiritual journal, my spiritual routine. If you are watching this in the Soul Legacy Academy, then welcome. If you are part of the Seven Freedoms frequency, to our monthly coaching and mentoring calls that talk about living intentionally and living in alignment, then jump on the monthly call, and if you have any questions, I'll be able to answer them there. So spiritual journaling. Do you have a spiritual journal? Is this the first time that you've listened to me? Are you coming back for another episode? And what I want to say is emotional freedom. I think it's an amazing day. I love emotional freedom. I will say that I'll walk you through the practices that I include every day in each of my spiritual journaling practices as we do the spiritual journal with me, but I relate it to each area of my life. So today is emotional freedom. And I've had such an amazing productive day, and I've just got back into my journaling and doing the daily lives. And the more the day progressed, I went on my walk. I went a little bit later. I did some recording today in the Soul Legacy Academy. Really, really great recording. It was like a 2-hour recording. And then so I got on my walk a little bit late. So as part of my practices, as launching my day, I say leading my day and leaving my day. Part of leading my day is, going out in nature, listening to an audible book. And I don't usually start here in the middle of my day, but I will. So I was listening to an audible book from Jerry and Esther Hicks called The Astonishing Power of Emotions. Let Feelings Be Your Guide. And it was really insightful. You know, when you listen to a book and you think, oh, wow, like I've heard this for the first time. So if you've ever watched a secret movie, or you've known about the secret movie and the law of attraction, which I'm sure you do, they were supposed to be on the secret movie, and they were not. And it's the first time that I heard it this clearly, why they were not. So Jerry was talking about a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Let me know if you've heard of it. We have a mastermind in the Soul Legacy Academy, so we'll go through the Think and Grow Rich. And he says in the book, he's talking about thinking, growing rich. That's the biggest spiritual practice ever, right? And so thoughts become things, and you know, what have you, and your feelings. And in the book, Napoleon Hill kind of leaves you to discover the secret for yourself. And Jerry was saying that he'd read that book for like about 1,000 times, like 40 years or something. And he was never quite sure of what the secret was. And he wasn't quite sure of what the secret was. But then when, like 40 years on, he read another version of Think and Grow Rich. And he said when he read it and put like word for word the word vibration was edited out of that 37 times. And he's like, oh my gosh. And the word vibration, so we're all about vibration, raising your vibrational frequency. I've got a spiritual vision board talking about the chase to financial freedom frequency, all the things. And I was like, oh, wow. And then the part that I heard again today was why Abraham Hicks were not on The Secret movie. Like, apparently, I will say, that they used the word, among other things, the word vibration. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, you know, it's only in recent years just being able to say raise your vibrational frequency and raise the collective energy of the planet is like actually acceptable. So that's how I led my day. And as I went on my walk, I took a picture of the sunset and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's just amazing. And I got home, it's emotional freedom. And I was just like, I had something to eat, and I'm like, I'm going to do my live. And I'm like, I'm going to do my live in a little while. I'm going to do my live in a little while. I'm going to the point where I sat and I thought, I don't really want to do my live. And I was like, oh, Iona made after 3 days of doing your live. You don't want to do your live. I was like, turn that around. Do you know what I mean? So that emotion, your thoughts and your feelings lead to your actions. So if I'd have let my thoughts and my feelings take over, I would not have come live. So just saying, the power of your emotions. You might be having a really great day, or you might feel a little bit tired or what have you, and not actually do the things that you're committed to. So do you do the things that you're committed to, and do you let your feelings be your guide or not? Because that is what the book was saying. Let your feelings be your guide. So let your good feelings be your guide. So anyway, we'll talk about this virtual practice and intentional living. So throughout the week, as I go live, I talk about contribution freedom on a Monday. We're talking about spiritual business success, I should say, if you're new to the Soul Legacy TV, and that work and lifestyle and light work balance for light workers, soul-based business owners who want to really get the message out in the world, but who sometimes find themselves really busy, broke, or burnt out. Like I don't make a stand for that. So I want to support you in creating that lifestyle and that light work balance and having freedom in every single area of your life. And so if you are someone who wants to actually get your message and your movement out there, you've got a book inside of you, you want to create an author and an authority platform, and you're actually great about you know, giving and receiving, or you want to learn that giving and receiving energy, then I have my masterclass down below. So I invite you to watch the replay or come and join me live. It's the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network. And I also have some homework, which is called Bank 50K in 50 days. So sometimes we have emotions about money. Sometimes we have money blocks. Sometimes we have feelings of like, can I actually put my gifts out there? Do I have fear of being visible? All of the things. And so on a Wednesday, which I love Abraham Hicks, so let me know if you love Abraham. I talk about the emotional scale and where you go with your emotions and how high vibing you are. So I'll talk about that in a second, and where you're vibing, how you're feeling, and what that helps you to actually accomplish in life. So my spiritual routine, my morning routine, my daily routine, my nighttime routine, it's all merged, all leveraged. Like I said, for me, as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I talk about launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day. And so today it was about emotions, how I feel when I wake up and I'm launching my day, how I feel when I'm leading my day, and how I feel when I'm leaving my day. It's super important because obviously manifesting and the law of vibration, our thoughts, our feelings lead to actions, lead to results, right? So let me go to emotional freedom. And I've actually written this in yellow. Oh, you can't see it. So I might not be able to read a lot, but what I will do is follow my intuition. And at the end, I will actually pull a card from the Keepers of the Light, which I do every day. Talk about gratitude as part of my spiritual practices. I have my crystals, all the things. So let me know what you use for your spiritual practices. So There's three main things for my spiritual routine, just to keep organized. People always tell me I only super organized, and I'm like, I just like to maximize everything that I do. So I'm on the Soul Legacy TV, and it is a YouTube podcast, and also it's streamed out in my online teaching platform for my students to go through. So I love it. So I'll talk about vision, values, and vibration. Primarily, that is what the three factors of my day that I'm measuring my day. So I started my day, I launched my day with a meditation from Dr. Wayne Dyer, the late Dr. Wayne Dyer. And I love legacy, and just to be able to listen. And the particular meditation, I don't usually meditate. How I felt about, because I'm talking about emotions, how I felt about meditation was I was quite frustrated with meditation. It was like, you've got to meditate for 15 hours a day or something. Abraham Hicks talks about when, Jerry and Esther first started meditation, and it was like 15 minutes a day guaranteed for like years. And I'm like, and you feel like a failure because you're not meditating and all of the things. And I was just like, it doesn't really float my boat. Like, my mind is a very busy mind, and trying to sit there frustratingly, trying to quiet my mind. I know that it's got health benefits, so you don't have to tell me all of that. I know that, but I'm just saying, for me, I was just like, so anyway, I used to listen to this meditation years ago, because I used to actually meditate, and then you kind of drop off. And I just found other tools that work for me, that raise my vibrational frequency. So this particular meditation by Dr. Wayne Dyer is an actually meditation. The nighttime one is If you type into YouTube Wayne Dyer morning meditation, you'll probably find it's about 23 minutes long. It's beautiful. I totally recommend it. If you have a mind where it's like busy mind, and if you want to leverage your meditation, like I haven't heard a meditation like it years ago, it's just brilliant. Anyway, that's how I launched my day. I feel really excited. I didn't do it first thing this morning. I was a little bit tired. I hadn't slept very well, and I'm talking about that on the Health Freedom, just like really managing my sleep and stuff. I always feel really good. I'm really managing my sleep. So launching my day with this meditation looked and felt like it was just, I was a little bit more distracted than what I normally am, but breathing with somebody who isn't actually in the physical realm anymore, like on this earthly plane, is a bit weird, but it's beautiful, because you're able to, if you do have a YouTube channel, you want to start your YouTube channel, and you're speaking on video and capturing that, it's just beautiful. So I was doing this meditation, and it felt like Dr. Wayne Dyer was with me, because he was breathing, doing his breath, and I was doing my breath work as well. So he talks about visualization, affirmations, just sending out the collective energy. He talks about awakening and just setting the intention for the day to, live to your highest intentions. I'm all about intentional living. That is what this actually is. And being aligned with your vision, your values, and your vibration is intentional living for me. It was just so beautiful. So that's how I launched my day. And then I did my journaling, which took me a little while to do my journaling today, but it was just epic. And part of that is pulling the cards. Soon as I do my meditation, then I pull my cards, so I'm high vibration. So this card, I won't reveal it until the end. I will read that for you. So that was my launching my day. So then after, for my spiritual practice, for my spiritual routine and rituals, which I love, and it doesn't take that long. It sounds like pretty lot. That meditation is like 20 minutes. But it's giving yourself that gift. And if you don't feel like you have time to do that, then just get up a little bit earlier, like half an hour or something. So vision, I have my vision board. I have a spiritual vision board challenge. I will leave the link for you around this video in the cards and in the description. It's a spiritual vision board, and I call it 1 week to raise your cheers to financial freedom frequency. And so it's 1 week to split each area of your life up into this vision board that's in alignment with your values, in alignment with your vibration. And part of this spiritual journal is journaling your soul legacy and journaling your spiritual awakening story and taking that soul path of least resistance. So if you've ever been through a spiritual awakening, or you're going through a spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul, most of the time for many people, life doesn't look and feel the same way that it did. And so for me, when I first came online, I called myself the vision coach. And so vision boarding really helped me. So every day I look at my vision board. I've got a little video on my on the Soul Legacy TV YouTube channel. So I teach you how to do a Canva vision board with images, and actually on Canva you can choose to do a video as well, then upload it to YouTube and put some music on it and just watch it. That's 30 seconds in a day, so I don't really focus on it really hard or anything like that. But it's in my awareness. So some people put their vision board up and like they're a bit embarrassed about it. They feel uncomfortable about it, but you want to feel really good about your vision board, and in alignment with it, because how you feel about it is what will manifest, right? So if you like are fearful or anything like that, or you're just doubting and different things, you're not going to be in vibrational harmony with it. So that is what I do on the morning. Look at my images as well, just being in alignment with my vision. On the meditation, Dr. Wayne Dyer says, feel it, what you want to actually manifest. So doing that in unison, it's just beautiful. I love it. Let me know how you feel on a morning. How do you feel on a morning? Do you wake up perky, ready to start your day? Are you doing your light work in the world? Are you clear on your light work in the world? A lot of people come to me and they say they don't have this way. They don't have a lot of clarity. Move my hair out of the way. They don't have a lot of clarity on what they're doing and what they want to do, who they want to serve. And so for me, supporting you in showing up, speaking out, and serving deep is just like lights me up. It makes me feel really good. So that's my vision board. That's on my vision board. So each area that I talk about on that spiritual vision board is to help you balance your light work and your lifestyle. And I talk about this more in my book, which is I gift you a free chapter. So that will be in the cards and in the description. It's called Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch. And it is a soul guide. I call it Soul Guided Influencers Compass to leveraging your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. So this is me kind of walking my talk and practicing what I preach, because that is what I do. And just leveraging. So each day of the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge, we talk about a different area. So I call that the 7 freedoms. So on a Monday, it's contribution freedom. On a Tuesday, it's health freedom. On a Wednesday, it's emotional freedom, which is today. That's why I've got my yellow t-shirt on, because I have different colors for each day, which you'll see on the YouTube channel. And if you're listening to this, come to subscribe to the Soul Legacy TV. And then environmental freedom on a Thursday, which I will be practicing what I preach and cleaning the windows. And now it's spring and doing all the things. Let me know how your environment is. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Relationship freedom is on a Friday. Spiritual freedom is on a Saturday, and financial freedom is on a Sunday. So I talk about these on the vision board. We get clear on your vision. We get super, super clear. And then each day we journal on it. So it's fun. I love it. It's what I do as part of my spiritual practice, my spiritual routine. A lot of people, a lot of light workers tend to know that they're here for great things, however, have a hard time following through and being consistent and dropping off. Do you do that? Like, you feel a certain way today, I don't feel like it. You've got blocks and resistance, not really in ease, grace, and flow. You might be in a bit of a funk, and that funk turns from like a day into a week and a couple of months, and it's like, I feel a little bit off track. Let me know. So this is designed to keep you on track to manifesting, to supporting your spiritual business success and supporting you in your spiritual awakening and that ascension journey, and then that alchemy, right? So that's my vision. My values, I talk about, so intentional living. So the 7 freedoms are my intentional living codes, I call them, meaning that each day, the contribution, freedom, health, etc., are a code, and everybody's code is different. How you feel about your contribution, what it is that you do, how it is that you want to do it, the frequency that you emit is going to be different, and the things that make up your life is going to be different. So I call it a code. And within intentional living, the core of it is your values. I believe if we are not in alignment with our values, whether it's in our light work or our lifestyle, in our relationships, how we do business, it just, life doesn't feel as good as it can do. And when we go against our values, for me, it's emotional freedom, it feels like yuck. So we talk about emotions, but in terms of how you're contributing, are you vibrating at a lower frequency? For the Abraham Hicksey emotional scale, the lower frequencies are fear and grief. And I sat there for a while. I had fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of selling. And when I went through my spiritual awakening, it was through grief. So I was vibrating at a lower frequency. And so I wanted to find a way to raise my vibrational frequency, not just a one-time thing, like on a daily basis and consistently. And this is journaling. I've journaled for like almost 10 years. Let me know if journaling, how long you've been journaling for, and if it really helps you to have that relationship with yourself so you can manage your feelings. You kind of have that relationship with the universe, the relationship with yourself, and record and document your journey. I wish that I had documented my journey more so in this way. So when I journal in my physical journal, but I also journal in an app. It's a Penzu app. It's penzu.com, Penzu. So I do my physical journal, but I also capture images, signs, synchronicities, anything that I can think of, screenshots, anything like that, any kind of social proof or universal proof for me to see that I'm manifesting the way that I want to. Anything that makes me feel good, anything that's showing me along the way that I'm manifesting. So I use Penzu. So I've done that, and it comes up with a memory, like it shows, oh, well, what did you journal about last year, 4 years, this day, that kind of thing. It's really beautiful. So that's my values, my vision, my vibration. So every single day, as part of the Soul Legacy Journal, there's a couple of things with vibration. So the first thing is rating our vibration. And so listening to the astonishing power of emotions today, letting your feelings be your guide. So I listen to a book every single day. We have a book club in the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, if you're part of that. Great. We have a monthly call, a joint vision, partners, the soul guided influencers monthly networking call. If you want to have a deeper conversation with me and in the network, then you can come on the call, and we can talk about books, we can talk about your business, we can talk about whatever, just networking, just like speaking to like-minded people. I don't know about you, but for me, I felt very lonely on this journey, so I wanted to provide a space for you. So I read a book every single day. I listen to an audible book usually, actually, and let your feelings be your guide. So that's one way of raising my vibration. That knowledge, the highest vibration on the Abraham Hicks emotional scale is knowledge and empowerment and joy and love and freedom. So that's hence the 7 freedoms. And so that knowledge piece for me is really huge. I want to include something that's joyful in my day, something that feels empowering in my day, something that feels like freedom and expansiveness in my day, something that's love. We are love, but something that lights me up and makes me feel that. My gratitude does that a lot. So I do my gratitude as well as raising my vibration. So my gratitude, I call it a cheers to financial freedom, frequency gratitude. So for every single area of my life, I'll be grateful for the contribution. So I'll name some of the things that I'm grateful for my health, and I'll name some of the things that I'm grateful for my emotions and my relationships and my spiritual practices and my finances. Just even if it's just little things, whether it's you get paid or you're giving out money, giving and receiving. So I raise my vibration in a few ways. The other thing that there's another couple of things actually. So I rate my vibrational frequency every single day. I usually do that as one of the first things I do throughout the day. So in the book that I was listening to today, The Astonishing Power of Emotions, Let Your Feelings Be Your Guide. And if you know anything about Abraham Hicks, you know about the vortex and all the rest of it. But they say about the connection between you and source, your soul, your higher self, and that feeling. That's why they say let the feelings be your guide, that relationship with yourself. So if you have done the spiritual vision board, then you'll know more about this. We do our ratings, we rate our vibrational frequency. So I rate between a 1 and an 11. We don't go 0 because you're breathing. Like, I feel like that's not very grateful. If we're like, yeah, my life sucks, like it's 0, it's like, no, you don't get to put a 0. It's 1 to 11. And the reason why it's an 11 is because that 11 is that source, that higher connection, your soul looking at the world through and feeling the world through the lens of your soul. It's a beautiful experience to be guided by your soul and guided by your intuition, just your soul guidance, just guiding you through and gliding through each day. That's what it feels like to me. I love it. Let me know if you feel that connection, if you feel it every single day or you just feel it sometimes, you tune into it. Can you tap into that? Do you listen to it? Your soul guidance. I feel like it's the only way to live life. That's the only way that I know now. I love it. So all of these spiritual practices are to support me in listening to my soul guidance. I love it. So that's raising my vibration that way, through gratitude, through rating, through reading books, all of these practices. And when I leave my day, I'll say an affirmation: every freedom I touch turns to gold. You've heard that. Everything I touch turns to gold. So I say every freedom I touch turns to gold, and I'll say that mantra over and over and over again as part of Think and Grow Rich. So it's like 100 times a day. And part of that vibration is just being guided. So I've got a quote, I've got a card. What else? On my vibrational money voucher. So as part of the Soul Legacy Journal, and let me know if you're finding this helpful, you're finding it valuable, to think of including spiritual rituals and routines that you can do consistently. You don't have to do them all. Do whatever works for you. I've got an itchy back again. I think it's the cushion on my head. I'm not sure. As part of this Soul Legacy Journal, every single day, if you've been with me, if you're new to me, I'll explain. But if you're not new to me, then let me know if you've spent your vibrational money voucher today. So this Soul Legacy Journal, again, is my notebook, but it's a special magical one. So it gives you $1,000, pounds or euros every single day and vibrational money. Don't ask me for real money. So as part of our spiritual vision board practice, we'll put things on our vision board and we'll tick them off when we're manifesting, and we'll journal about them, that when we are manifesting them and when we feel connected with them, or we're showing signs to manifest them. But some of the things cost money, right, on our vision board. And sometimes if we're feeling lack or like not connected, or things that's not possible, it's kind of disheartening. It lowers your vibration. So I was inspired by Jory and Esther Hicks, the book Ask and It Is Given, where they, in the prosperity game, if you've ever heard of that, and if you haven't, then YouTube it. Lots of people play it. And so they give £1,000 on day 1, then 2,000 and 3,000. Then on day 50, they'll give 50,000, and you've got to spend this 50,000. On day 300, it's 300,000 you've got to spend. So it really expands your mind and expands your vibration. And if you do it for a year, they'll have ended up spending 66 million. Apparently, I haven't done it for a year. I wanted to create something similar, excuse me, that actually was in alignment with me earning my soul client income. So I developed the soul something called the soul income game, and I talk about it on the masterclass. I give you the homework, and I say playing the soul income game and banking 50k in 50 days. So part of our vibration is giving you that vibrational money voucher, and also being in alignment with the vision of contributing in the world on Monday. And we talk about financial freedom on a Sunday, giving and receiving. And so I have a bank 50k in 50 days challenge as that receiving that financial freedom. And we do it vibrationally first here on this spiritual journal with me. So there's rules to this soul income game and this money voucher. So there's a little bit of a catch in the sense of you're not allowed to spend any bills with this vibrational money voucher. You're just not. You're not allowed to save it like mad savings, but you can carry it over. You can carry the balance over. So the new balance starts every single week on a Monday and it ends on a Sunday. So every single day you'll get £1,000, dollars or euros, wherever you are in the world, use it. And I'm here in the UK, but I still use dollars. Sometimes I'll convert it. And then you spend it every single day. And you also, every single day, tithe 10% of this $1,000, pounds or euros. So if you don't have time to spend it, or you want to spend it all on, like, you want to spend it all at once, I will spend mine on a Sunday, and I'll let you know what I've actually spent it on. So I'll play the game with you every single week on my vision board. And I do tithe. I tithe 10% every single day, $100 to Cruise Bereavement Care. So that is a cause that is deeply meaningful to me. I had a volunteer from Cruise Bereavement, that kind of says what it is. So bereavement care, when my son made his transition 12 days before his 20th birthday, it's almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years next month, and I can't even believe that I'm actually saying that. And it is Emotional Freedom Wednesday, and it does make me emotional. But it also, I was in my office a little while ago, and I was just looking up at his picture, and I was just like, you know, it's big. So I tithe 10% vibrationally to Cruise Bereavement Care. And if you feel like you want to donate and to that worthy cause, then you can. I have links for that in the bonus gifts for my masterclass. I have a lot of bonuses. So yeah, with tithe. So something that feels really good to you, that is like, so Simon Sinek talks about your why, and I talk about your soul why, but I also talk about your soul who. So when we're in spiritual business as light workers, we want to do our work in the world. Oftentimes when we've come through a spiritual awakening, we can come through many different paths. And sometimes it's pain, sometimes people, they're just joyfully awake, and it's like, great for you. Wasn't that way for me. And a lot of my spiritual awakening, a lot of my journey has been around loss of my son, my dad, my brother, my dad and my father, and people that are close to me, like really close friends and stuff, my godson's mom. So like there's times where that has, you know, hit me deeply. And a lot of people say, Iona, I can feel your energy. And I feel like it's just pulling in everybody's energy, but also being really grateful for life. So the vibrational money voucher, donate to a worthy cause, spend the rest of the money. If you don't want to spend it, carry over the $900, pounds or euros to the next day. Like I say, I will share on Sundays. So tune in to the Soul Legacy TV on Sundays, and I will share how I play the soul income game, what I've actually spent my money voucher on. If you don't spend it by Sunday, then you'll lose it. You lose it and you have to reset. So do spend it. So it's bank 50k in 50 days, your vibrational money voucher. And I invite you to build a spiritual business model, is what I teach, in a way that's leveraged, in a way that has passive income streams, so that you can bank 50k in 50 days for reals in the real world. So again, I'll leave my masterclass link in the masterclass. You get bonuses. There's lots of bonuses. I won't go through them. Just have a look. There's a video on that page inviting you in. We have a community. We have a Telegram channel. We have a place again each month where you can just come and have a conversation with joint vision partners. When you're clear on your vision, then we can come into the community and see if you want to connect, co-create, and cross promote. Collaborate. I'm a big believer in collaboration. So that is, don't be a lonely light worker. Come and join in the conversation. Again, I do the masterclass live once a month on the last Monday of the month, but you have the replay anyway. All right, so that's vision, values, and vibration. So I talked about launching my day. Excuse me. I talked about leading my day and leaving my day, right? So we want to launch, lead, and leave our soul legacy with ease, grace, and flow. So part of intentional living, like I said to you, that it's about values. And on my spiritual vision board challenge, the 7-day challenge, again, I'll leave it for you. I talk about having a North Star that's guiding you. And I feel like on emotional freedom, this is kind of probably a really pivotal thing, where your North Star is that guiding marker. For me, in my light work, in every single area, I have a North Star statement. I'm not going to read it, but I do share it on the Vision Board Challenge. So if you want to know more about that, or if you're in the Soul Legacy Academy and you're on the 7 Freedoms calls, and that 7 Freedoms calls is gifted if you are in my bootcamp, my 12-week bootcamp, the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, author and authority media platform. I gift the 7 Freedoms calls because I think it's really important to not only do your light work in the world, but actually handle your lifestyle. And for me, when I was going through my spiritual awakening, nothing in my life looked and felt the same. And I wanted to rebuild my life and have these spiritual practices and these spiritual routines to really support me. So that is what I have for you. I have my crystal for the day, which is what is that? It's a green, how do you say it? Oh no, my legal soul guide instructor will be like, it's a adventuring. Is it adventuring? I can't remember. Anyway, I have my green crystal because we have Robin Knott, who is the lead soul guide instructor for the Soul Legacy Academy and the Spiritual Business YouTubers Network, has a challenge on blocking your chakras. And so how you're feeling is really important. And sometimes we have that, our emotions, well, not sometimes, always, we have certain emotions trapped and trauma in our chakras, in the layers of our energy fields, right? And so Robin talks about unblocking your chakras, and I have chakra crystals, and so I will be. Robin Knott has a journaling challenge. It's called the Energy Healing Lifestyle on the Energy Healing TV YouTube podcast. So I haven't got a link for Robin's channel actually, but she may comment and then you can follow the link to hers. But that's Robin Knott at the Energy Healing TV podcast. She has a chakra challenge. She also has a 5-day money blocks clearing challenge, which supports my bank 50k in 50 days, because I know that many of us just have money blocks. Many of us have trauma, want to clear that energy. So I have my crystals for the day. And I will be doing the chakra journaling. So that's what I do every single day. I pay attention to my energy field and just clearing. And Robin does the rating as well for your chakra. She does a chakra assessment as well. So check her out. She's mentioned in my book as well. I give a free chapter of my book. And so all of the links and stuff are there. What else? Launching date. Oh, I've got a quote, and then I'm gonna actually read the card for the day. It's quite a long YouTube vlog today, but we're all good. So the quote is, anything is possible if you're, oh my gosh, I've written in yellow, I can't read it. Anything is possible if you have I can almost, if you have the nerve, something like that. It's by J.K. Rowling. If you have the nerve to try, something like that. I probably have to. I got this quote off my Momentum app. Anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. That sounds like a J.K. Rowling thing to say. So that is my journal, the Soul Legacy Journal. A co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. It's that alchemizing your wounds. It's a lot, right? But I do this every single day. So I do my own journal. And what I challenge my students to do is to do their own journaling practices and that be their content for their business. I think it's just beautiful. On my recording today, I just love it. And I was talking about it and sharing this process. And I was just like, how amazing is it to look after yourself and then just share with your soul tribe how they can too, and just share. So let me, and you'll have to forgive me for my reading. So every day I'm reading this card. I've just lost where it goes. I'm reading a card. I believe it's 90 something. And hang on. I'm reading a card, but I don't have my Erlen glasses on, so I have Erlen and dyslexia every time I see this. Let me just find it again. I do apologize. I dropped it. Okay. It's 92. So this is from an Oracle card deck by Carl Gray called Keepers of the Light. And I love this card deck because I have a card that looks mighty like my son. I just saw it and I can't see it now. This one. If you know me, I've shown you this already. It looks a lot like my son. It's called The Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So I have that card on my desk every single day. So this is the card for today. So I did my meditation and then I pull my card, right? And I just shuffle and I ask for what it is that I need, what it is that you probably need. And this is what I got. And so I'm in the middle of really, so this is the Soul Legacy TV, and I also have another YouTube channel that I will be developing called Spiritual Dating Awakened Soulmates Marriage TV. So I refer to it, I've been referring to it a lot, and having gone through many soulmate relationships, my twin flame, my false twin flame, all of the things that has been at the forefront of my experience of late. And I'll talk about it on Relationship Freedom Friday, so tune in for Friday's episode. All right, so this is Radha and it says Soul Flame. I don't know if you can see this, and I'm not very good at showing it either. Can you see it? So this card says Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. That was amazing. That's pretty cool, right? So I will read it and then we'll wrap up. All right, let me know how you found this spiritual journal with me, if it's been useful, if you'll come back and spiritual journal with me, share this out. I will share this out wherever. So about the Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flame of Krishna. She is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine, and the creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created. So the feminine part of me actually got squished over the last few years. And that is part of me that I'm really just expressing again. So it's pretty cool. And the reason for Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates an old adage: behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. I love that. And behind every powerful woman is a powerful man. Unless like you're in a same-sex relationship or what have you, but you get the point, right? I love that. I do love that. I don't believe in doing things just alone. She's dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing, right? For all relationships. At one point, she learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna. And so she can bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or a separation. So I went through my twin flame and my twin flame separation, and I learned so much, and I did not know. And now I'm at that point where welcoming my soulmate into my life, and so that was like super powerful for me today. So I was like, yes, lots going on. So I'll share that again on Relationship Freedom Friday. So extended message, the loving union. When I was in my twin flame connection, I wish I had shared it. I shared it in hindsight. So as I'm doing my own spiritual dating and stuff, I'm going to share a little bit. If you ask me to, I'll share anyway. So extended message, loving union, connection and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember that though that relationships won't make you whole, right? Only your own love can do that. I love that. Now that you now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe central aspects or capacity to cherish yourself. Yay. The relationships around you will begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, opportunities to express divine harmony through love and all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love and actually stopped me from hopefully not. I just got a phone call. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. And you might be able to hear me, you might not be able to see me if it's cut off. I usually do not have my ringer on, but that is it for today. So all of the links to the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge is going to be in the cards and down in the description, in the show notes, depending on where you're watching or listening to this. If you're watching in the Soul Legacy Academy again and you're part of the 7 Freedoms 2-hour monthly coaching and mentoring call, plus you have an online teaching portal full of great stuff, then come on to the monthly call. If you want to attend my masterclass, again, I do it live. It's a 4-hour training. It's very intensive. It's beautiful. It's fun. And Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. I have bonus gifts for you. I won't tell you all the bonuses. Go over to the page. We have the Telegram channel, especially for masterclass attendees. I'm not on the socials. I don't have a Facebook group. It's a private student community for masterclass attendees. And so is the monthly call, which is SBYN, the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network. So you can come onto the networking call with other spiritual YouTubers who are just getting started, who are more advanced. I'll be on the call. I'll be hosting the call. What else? My free chapter of my book, Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influencers compass to leveraging your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. So you can have a free chapter. With that free chapter comes a VIP day to start, structure and grow your spiritual business and your YouTube channel. So I'm really excited about that as well. So check out the description, check out the notes. Again, if you are not subscribed to the Soul Legacy TV, then you can do that. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed spending this time with me, and click subscribe and click the notification button so that you can be notified when I go live. I go live every single day. I don't have a set time. I kind of have a window of time. If you're watching on the replay, you'll see that this is in part of a playlist, and you can click a reminder on each of the episodes for these daily vlogs. So I've loved spending this time with you. Again, it's Emotional Freedom Wednesday. Tomorrow is Environmental Freedom Thursday. And yeah, I've loved spending this time with you. So I shall speak to you soon. Mwah. Big love. Take care.